Welcome back once again to PEA Shooter. I asked for 1500 likes on the last video. You guys got 2500. In one day. And despite begging you guys to let me make a different PvZ video, you collectively told me to quit yapping and make a part 3. Just before we jump into the video, if you guys like this type of content I make sure to subscribe so YouTube lets you know when I make another video like this. You don't want to be the last person to watch the video and miss out on all the cool plant combinations. So anyway, we are stuck at level 5, world 2, someone help me! But before we jump into the next level, I get to collect my daily login rewards. Yeah, I realized I never showed you this section before. The rewards have never been too impressive to mention, but today I get 3 jigsaw pieces. Lucky me. If you aren't already aware, in this game, the higher the rarity of plant, the better quality puzzle pieces required to unlock that specific plant, which is seemingly very similar to PvZ2's seed packet system, where you would have to buy zombie pinatas to unlock the more powerful plants. So claiming my rewards, I received yellow grass fragments. I would argue he's blue, but you do you, China. However, that didn't matter though, as the next puzzle piece gave me exploding potato steak, which now unlocked new combinations we haven't had previous access to. Well, without watching ads, of course. So finally entering the level, I now had a lot of plants at my disposal. With this in mind, I didn't hold back. I created Bomberman, Ice Fairy, and then noticed a potential new combination. Combining a lobotomy mine with lightning reed, we get... Aww, it's a little Pikachu mine, it's so cute! But we're not done, because I noticed that the mustache nut could combine with my Pikachu mine. So, dragging it over, we create... Bolkachu? What is that thing? But we weren't finished just yet, as I created my melon cannon as well as an Endurian for defense. However, once again, I noticed a potential new combination, but this time with our new lobotomy mine we've unlocked. So dragging it over to the Endurian, it creates... What is that thing? I mean, if I had to guess, it looks like you're going to blow up my whole front porch. But to top it off, I created the spiky wind machine as well as a cactus for good measure. And I suppose this nut too. I ran out of stuff to combine. But look at this lineup. I mean, if this doesn't win the level, I don't know what will. The first wave of zombies did not hold back, releasing 2 gargantuas straight away. Anyone would have thought I'm playing one of those stupid mega mods with level 1,000,000 PEA Shooter versus crack gargantua, but surprisingly, our defense held strong, until, once again, the blue tack boys gracefully flew over everything going straight for Bazzy. But luckily, we have... Nope, too late. I mean, at least our front defense is holding up. Oh dear. Pistachio, are you okay? We should still be fine. We've got our backup hand grenade to wipe the board and give us some time to... Wait, where did the ice lady go? Retrying the level, I figured we just needed to reorder where the plants should go. So after a quick game of musical chairs, here's what I came up with. Melon defending the back, yellow strong creepy face second in order to beat the shit out of the flying imps, Ice Fairy, Bomberman, Cactus, Windmill, Hand Grenade, Mexican Pistachio. I don't think anyone has said that sentence before. But anyway, I pressed start and we were doing way better than before. Zombies were dying, imps were flying, and landing on my cactus. Excuse me? What happens to you getting thrown 50 yards down my lawn? Was it shot put day at the gym, Gargantua? Man, I'm dead. Why are you suddenly too weak to throw your child at this big buff man? To no one's surprise, Cactus dies, but for some reason turns back into spikeweed. Cool, I guess. But that didn't even matter because the rest of the plants wiped out the other zombies and we beat the level. Like 20 seconds early, but hey, I'm not complaining. Returning back to the level select, I noticed this duck thing was calling my attention. So clicking on it, we were told we've collected enough stars to unlock a legendary character piece. As in this game, the legendary characters only require 2 pieces to be unlocked. Likewise in Garden Warfare 2 with their special characters. So claiming my reward, we were given a piece of Chomper with only 1 piece remaining. And I don't want to even imagine what this thing can turn into. So moving on to level 6, I thought to myself, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I also thought I hope you curb stomp those imps, because I decided to put Mr. Strongman Niceface closer to the front in hopes of actually stopping the imps this time. So we began the level and watched this nut be brutally destroyed. And I waited for the gargantuas to come, just waiting to see how they react to my children. Just waiting to see how they react to their children being destroyed and no longer getting through my whole defense. What? Oh, I guess they weren't in this level? Typical. Regardless of my dreams being crushed, we were actually flying through these levels way faster than last time. In level 7, we once again used the same strat and was absolutely demolishing the zombies. And we even got to see the grenade perform its final attack. That was underwhelming. But once again, we reached the end of the level, and oh, it looks like the yellow strong guy is injured. I mean, I'm sure he'll be fine. He's a Mega Fusion after all. Jesus, is he throwing up? Why is it green? Dude, fight back. What are you doing? In level 8, I decided to use the same layout again, despite the yellow man's performance last time. And who would have guessed, the Gargantua was returned. Well, let's see how you do against my yellow man. What? Hold on. Why did you throw him so much further this time? You struggled to throw him a few inches last time. Was that just a warm-up for you, Mr. Green Giant? Despite duping me with their imps, the Bomberman actually defended himself this time. So, well done for shooting, I guess. And just like that, we went on to level 9, one level away from the boss fight of this world, even though it looks the same as the last world. So once again, I created the unstoppable lineup and began the level, where I noticed we were recently going up against these Chinese New Year type zombies, which made me start to think what zombies will look like in the next boss fight. Maybe on like a parade balloon or stage, similar to PvZ2's Neon mixtape boss fight. However, in the midst of my daydreaming, I realized that we've already beaten the level. Hooray! But there it was, level 2-10. Boss fight time. So in I went. I gathered the troops just like last time, and oh wait, hold on a second. It appears I have an extra PEA shooter all of a sudden, and Cactus can combine with it. Well, don't mind if I do. Holy Cactus, that's a lot of holes. But with the team now ready, I began the level. The swarm started off pretty heavy. Imps were thrown once again way too far. Windmill was wiped out. Off went the grenade, taking out no one. Yellowface started to get ganged up on, and it was only until now I realized he's not even doing anything. The zombies are literally piecing him up, and he's too busy flexing his muscles to fight back. So, to no one's surprise, he once again throws up and just dies. All of my troops began to get eaten alive. Bomberman was destroyed, Cactus devoured, leaving only Melon Gun and Ice Princess. And all of a sudden, in the middle of warfare, Zomboss arrived. In his Mario Kart machine again? Okay, ignoring you guys, I don't even care if you get eaten. Why are you back once again in the same vehicle as before? I literally destroyed you last time, and for some reason you decide that there's always a next time. Like, bro, you just rocked up in the same car like it'll make a difference. Oh look, I died. Are you happy now, Zomboss? Your army of zombies are stronger than you with your crappy car from Egypt. Retrying the level, I realized that this team was no longer going to help me make it to the end. So I called upon a new team to help me through this level. Noticing I was given access to 2 Torchwoods in the boss fight, I merged them together to create Ultimate Torchwood, which apparently doubles the damage of any PEAs that pass through him, which led me to making Mega Evolved PEA Shooter to cause some serious damage. Following this up with some familiar faces, including the Spiky Roomba and Viking Chicken Nugget, I added one more member to the team, being Mega Evolved Potato Mine. So I began the level where our evolved Potato Mine blew up the first zombie, and that was it. But this time round, we were destroying the first few waves. Every zombie was going down, and it was time for round 2 against Zomboss. And all of a sudden, the Mega Evolved Potato Mine revived itself, causing a huge blast, greatly damaging Zomboss. The rest of the team continued to apply pressure, all until he went down, and oh, hold on, there's still one more dude there. There we go. And we finally beat World 2, with World 3 being next to take on. However, that'll have to be for next time, as there was the next 6 levels of PEA Shooter, with only 2 worlds left to go, as well as Chomper and Kernel Corn becoming closer to being unlocked, including figuring out what this guy does. I mean, girl. But if you guys want to see a part 4, I can't believe I'm saying this, make sure to leave a comment down below letting me know you want more, or get this video to 2,500 likes. Yes, I'm not kidding. You've done it once, you can do it again. Just like how Zomboss thought he could win using the same vehicle. However, in the meantime, check out this video.